One of the things you discover about beautiful country houses like this is that not everything is quite what it seems. Take these 5 clocks, for instance, each one of them magnificent, and they would grace any country house such as this. But Simon, I gather they're rather more beautiful than they are practical.
Yes, I wouldn't want to denigrate their timekeeping abilities, but certainly the reason that they're here is for their looks and for their decorative qualities. Well, starting at the end, this wonderful clock. This is a very famous clock. It's in all books and illustrated. It's what's known as one of the Orpheus series of clocks. It's actually got an astrolabe on the top here. It's supposed to be able to tell you the position of the stars at any time of the year, but you'd be very lucky if you could get it to keep time within, say, half an hour to an hour a day. But its case is absolutely magnificent. It actually tells the story of Orpheus, who's able to charm the animals. And it's late 16th century, 1570, 1580, and of course you're looking at animals as the engraver would have seen them from engravings. Nobody had seen an elephant at that time, and this is made in Germany.
It is a sensational piece, isn't
wonderful
it?
clock.
Whether it kept time or not.
And then next to it is another clock of the same period, tremendously powerful. It's wonderful engraving and chasing. And here you can see that 150 years after it was made, which again is the end of the 16th century, they've tried to improve its timekeeping abilities by fitting a pendulum, which when you stand and look at it, you can realize it sort of chops the whole clock about. It was an attempt to improve timekeeping. This, of course, is exactly where it should be. This lives here. It's a magnificent French clock from the middle of the 18th century, made by the royal clockmaker Robert. It probably had a pair of urns or something beside it. And then finally...
Well, these two, I think, are really something quite special, aren't they? Well, they're from the Fabergé collection here at Luton Hoo, and of course the Wernher family were directly connected with the great Russian family, and a lot of the collection came directly from Fabergé's workshop.
Yes, and Luton Hoo is famous for its collection of Fabergé. Here we have pictures of the royal, the family of Russia, the Tsar, and these were given out almost like spaghetti. If you look in Fabergé's workshop books, it's the Duchess of this, the Tsar of that, and there's hundreds and hundreds. Easter was the great time of year, eggs and these beautiful clocks, which I think there's probably half a dozen or more here.
And this one, a poignant reminder of the fact that, of course, they were all shot.
Yes.
One thing that strikes everyone who visits Luton Hoo is the great number of clocks in the house. The whole place is full of them. But you know, you still need a decent watch, because they all tell different times. French clocks, German clocks, Renaissance clocks, mantel clocks, and so on. Large and small, marble or brass, they all seem well suited to the scale of the room in which they're placed. Last week, Simon Bull talked about some of the clocks here at Luton Hoo.